What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You can see right now I'm finally back on top of the TT Project. I think it's been about 7 months since I posted the last video for this, where I installed the turbo, but then a bolt dropped down in the timing belt area and messed up the timing, so I had to pull the head. So the car just sat because I was working back and forth in Colorado. So I'm just now getting back to this. You see I got everything off, took everything apart, just found my drive for the heads, and I'm about to take that out. But you can see right here, see I pulled the spark plugs. You can see this one right here, which was this cylinder where the air fuel mixture wasn't burning because of the valves being bent. So it was just pouring fuel in there, and it just got rich and sooted up the plug. So you can see right there, it doesn't look bent, but you know, I've worked on other heads like this, doesn't look bent from there, but when you take it out, you can see under the head where the valves are bent. So all right, I'm about to take a little break. I'm gonna come back and take this out, and then we'll look under the head, and you could probably see what the bent valves look like, and maybe even where they touch the pistons maybe. All right, you guys, I'm back. You can see I got the head off, and you can see what happened right there. These two exhaust valves are bent, and let me turn the light on so you guys can see. You can see the piston right there. Those two marks, those two light marks on the back right there is where the two valves hit the piston and bent. And the pistons are okay. They make these valves to where they take the damage instead of the piston. So when this does happen, you just have to replace the head instead of having to replace the whole block and everything. So glad to find a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this head to get rebuilt. There's a shop by me that does it for a real good price, and they include like a 3-angle valve job and everything. But so I'm gonna be taking this to them, and let me show you something else I might do. Let me turn this over right quick. I might go ahead and port the intake ports a little bit. And what I mean is I'm not probably not going to open this up, but you can see in there where each valve is, that little wall in between and maybe a little around it, there's a room for me to take a little bit of meat out of there, so I'll get better flow and more air into the cylinders. So I might do that to get a little bit of performance. And this head already has the Audi intake cam, so that'll help too. But got to get to this. I'm going to clean the top of the pistons and everything. The good thing is when I get it back, I won't have to, you know, install another turbo and all that's in there. So I'll just have to lay the head back on. I'm going to have to take this off. Then when I get the head back, I'll reinstall it. So when I put the head on, that'll already be on. It'll go straight on there. I'll just have to tighten the 3 in the back and the head and everything and be done. And you can see there's a lot of other stuff I did. You can see right there I have the 034 Motorsport. I have the 034 Motorsport. Sorry y'all, somebody's talking to me. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I got the 034 Motorsport PCV system with the billet PCV valve that goes in there. So usually this pipe, this hose right here on the stock system, usually just falls apart and turns because of all the oil going through it. So I went ahead and did the PCV system. I mean the 034 silicone hose PCV system with the billet fittings and all that, so I won't have that problem. And you can see I did the aluminum coolant hoses, well, flanges, the aluminum flanges, because some of the plastic ones, they get brittle, especially this one right here, but that's, you know, that's aluminum too now. It's usually plastic. And right there, and this is the real problematic one when it's plastic, because this always breaks off. They just get brittle over time from the engine bay heating they break. So I switched to that a while back, and then I also switched over to silicone coolant hoses and everything. So I'm probably going to be I might, like I said, I might go ahead and port these out a little bit before I take it to the shop. So I'll probably be taking this to the shop Monday, work on this weekend, and hopefully have the car up and running within like another week or two. And then I'll just have to install the Motoza hybrid file. I was thinking about doing rides on this thing, but I still got to do some work on this wagon too. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this for now. Like if I end up, because I might be selling this car, to be honest with you, probably after the summer. So, but if I end up keeping it or something changes, it's not hard for me to take this head off again. I'll just have to have it resurfaced, but they only charge like I think the shop charges like 40-50 bucks. So I could take the head off again, put the rods in, and just go from there. It wasn't too hard to get this back off. So, you know, after you've done it like so many times already on different cars, you know, it gets kind of routine, gets kind of easy. So that's a good thing. But anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Just want to give an update on this car. I know people have been messaging me about it, like, hey, you know, what about the TT? Because I've been working on this. Some people had even been asking me about this. So this is going to be next. And I still got some work to do on this. So kind of taking advantage of the time right now. So, but anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.